Well, I didn't try and do anything different. One thing I learned in South Africa was when you're batting, whatever you want to do, you got to commit to it fully. And that's one thing I had in mind from South Africa, because people are bowling at you at 140, 145. There's not much time to decide and think later on after the ball is bowled. So whatever you want to do, you got to commit. You got to read the length and commit to your shot. Even if you want to leave the ball, you got to commit to it. So that's one thing I had in mind. My head was pretty clear when I was batting, and I knew that if I get into a good strong position, set up a good base, then I'll have more chances of executing my shots. That's the only thing I had in mind, and I just wanted to play the situation, play myself in. And later on, I knew in the batting power play, when I'm set on 60, 70, I'm good enough to take charge and get even 30 runs of 10 balls. So that was my game plan. Well, it's a very personal choice of any team what sort of plan they want to come up with against us. I think a lot of teams have tried to bounce us out, but that hasn't been the case for the longest time that I've seen. Mostly the bouncer is a plan to set you up for the next ball to nick you off. A bouncer is never to scare you away, or it's just to put in the batsman's head that there might be a short ball coming, another one, because you got two in the over now. I think as international cricketers, we got to be good enough to stand up to that challenge, and fit enough to actually react to those deliveries. That's where your fitness counts as well. If you're not fit enough, then you might not have the reflexes to actually tackle a ball thrown at 150 k's to you, and you might be totally exposed or found in a very uncomfortable spot. People have to realize I'm not 21 anymore. I'm growing up. I'm not that immature that I don't know where to control my aggression. Obviously, if I wasn't able to control my aggression, I would be nowhere. My career would have been over before it started. And I've made a few mistakes early on that I admit myself, and there have been times when I've gone over the top and done things that you shouldn't do in international cricket. But that's how you learn. I've learned what is needed to be done and what shouldn't be done, and how you don't have to cross the line. But I'm going to be 26 this year, and definitely growing up. Even if you see now, last game the bowler gave me a stare. I just gave him a stare back. I didn't say anything, because I've realized that it's important to make your presence felt, but it doesn't always have to be with words. It can be with your bat. I know now that the opposition wants to get me out, so that's why they're gonna try to rattle me and try to get me into a fight. But that gives me one more reason not to get out. So I pretty much like a battle, but I've realized a use of words is not necessary all the time, and I'd rather let my bat do the talking now. And I'm always aggressive in my mind, but it doesn't have to come out in